Yes to Yes Ma Radio. We break the latest news. We share you the best views. We bring the latest highlights. We play you the latest music. Yes and yes, we are here for you. So why not say yes to Yes Ma Radio? Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on. We raise the roof all day, every day. Get the vibes and get the feeling. Yes Media Academy Radio.
Where hit music lives.
Feel the vibes.
When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on. We raise the roof all day, every day.
It's 6 o'clock from Yes Ma Radio, the first Media Academy radio. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the national news. In the headlines, Nigeria records 454 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the total infections to 27,564. Going straight to Benue State, wife of Benue governor and son test positive for COVID-19. Governor Makinde commissions upgraded Agbami Isolation Center, assures health workers of better working condition. 5 dead as boat capsizes in Lagos. And in sports, Nigeria striker Ajibade makes scoring Norwegian top Syrian start for Avaldenis. Now the news in detail. My name is Olatunde Idowu. Nigeria has recorded 454 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the total infection in the country to 27,564. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, disclosed this in a tweet on Friday. According to the NCDC, the new cases were spread across 18 states and the Federal Capital Territory. 87 of the cases were recorded in Lagos, while 63 in Edo, 60 in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, 41 in Ondo, 32 in Benue, 31 in Abia, 29 in Ogun, 19 in Oyo, 17 in Kaduna, 16 in Delta, 15 in Enugu, 14 in Borno, 9 in Plateau, 8 in Nasarawa, 5 in Kano, 4 in Bauchi, 2 in Gombe, and 1 each in Katsina and Kogi State. The agency also stated that 11,069 persons had been discharged, while 628 persons have died. Nearly 5 months since Nigeria recorded its first case in the country, the figures have continued to rise, with Lagos still the epicenter after a record 10,910 cases, followed by the Federal Capital Territory with 2,080 and Oyo with 1,451. Still talking COVID-19, the wife of Benue State Governor Eunice Autumn has tested positive for the coronavirus. In a signed statement, the First Lady said her son and some government house staff too were infected by the virus, adding that she has gone into total isolation and has commenced treatment. Governor Samuel Autumn, however, advised everyone who who has had contact with her in the past 2 weeks to undergo screening and get tested. The governor's wife is optimistic about recovering from the virus, stressing that being COVID-19 positive is not a death sentence. Meanwhile, Abia State Governor Okezi Ikpeazu has recovered from COVID-19, a government spokesman said. According to a statement signed by his State Commissioner for Information, Chief John Okiyi Kalu, Ikpeazu submitted samples on Thursday to the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. Further speaking, the commissioner stated that on Friday, the result of his test came out negative. Still talking COVID-19, Governor Yemi Sonde of Oyo State has announced and has recorded its first COVID-19 patient delivery today. The baby was delivered at the state's infectious disease center in Olodo. Governor Makinde said this in a series of tweets and that the mother and baby are doing well. The governor also confirmed 19 new cases of the virus in the state. He stated that from Ibadan Southeast with 3 cases, Ibadan North 3 cases, Akinyele 3, Lagelu 2, Oluyole 2, Ibadan Northwest 2, Egbeda 1, Ido 1, Onwara 1, and Oyo East 1 local government areas. According to the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC), Oyo State has now recorded a total of 1,451 cases of COVID-19 as of Friday evening. Still in Oyo State Governor Engineer Oluseyi Makinde today commissioned the upgraded and refurbished Agbami Isolation Center at Jericho in Ibadan. The event was attended by the Deputy Governor, Engineer Raouf Olaniyan, the Deputy Chairman, Oyo State COVID-19 Task Force, Professor Temitope Alonge, State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Bashir Bello, amongst others. While commissioning the upgraded facility, Governor Makinde hinted that the Agbami Isolation Center's rooms have been increased, equipped with additional beds and fixed with concentrated oxygen. The governor added that the isolation center will be used for high-end individuals who demanded privacy. Speaking further, Governor Makinde noted that the state government has taken the opportunity of the COVID-19 pandemic to develop its health sector and fix things that have gone wrong. He maintained that COVID-19 is not a death sentence, thus encourage anyone with coronavirus symptoms to come forward and submit himself or herself for the COVID-19 test. The governor, however, appreciated health workers who are in the front line of the COVID-19 battle and promised them a better working condition. 5 persons have lost their lives in Lagos State following a boat accident that occurred at about 8 p.m. last night along the Ikorodu channel of the Lagos State waterways. The State Inland Waterways Authority, LASWA, gave the update earlier today while affirming the actual figure as 4 fatalities had earlier been reported. The agency issued a warning to all ferry operators and passengers against violating the laid-down rule of no night traveling on the waterways. According to LASWA, the incident, which could have been avoided, occurred after a 20-passenger capacity commercial ferry carried 21 passengers and took off illegally from Ebutero jetty at about few minutes past 8 p.m. and headed towards Ikorodu. While rescue efforts were said to have commenced immediately, only 16 were saved, while 5 others died and 1 is still in critical condition. The Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Dr. Frederick Oladende, and the General Manager, LASWA, Ms. Damilola Emmanuel, who were at the scene of the incident today, confirmed this. The Commissioner for Transportation, while commiserating with the families of the deceased, assured them that the violators of the law will be prosecuted as the unfortunate incident is already under investigation. You're still listening to the national news coming to you from the studios of Yesma Radio, the first media academy radio. On to Ondo State. The The last might not have been heard in the lingering disputes between Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu and his estranged deputy, Honorable Agbola Ajayi. The deputy governor, Agbola Ajayi, made a U-turn and insisted on taking over the reins of government as acting governor. Akeredolu had on Friday said he would not hand over power to his deputy after dumping the All Progressive Congress APC for the People's Democratic Party PDP, saying he has left governance in the state but only remain in government with no active role to play again. The deputy governor had earlier said on Friday through his chief press secretary Babatokpe Okeowo that since the governor is not incapacitated, there is no need for the doctrine of necessity and will not be bothered about power being handed over to him. But in a twist of events, Ajayi, in a statement issued and signed by his media advisor, Allen Showore, who took a swipe at the governor for not living up to his exalted legal profession as a senior advocate of Nigeria. Showore, in a statement, said, and I quote, "Ordinarily, one expects the governor to bring to bear on governance his background as a lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN." And lastly, in the world of sport, Nigeria's striker Ajibade made scoring Norwegian top Syrian start for Avalandes. The Super Falcons forward made the fine start as she opened her new season with a goal in her side's triumph. Rashida Ajibade opened her Norwegian top Syrian campaign on a fine note as she was on target in Avalandes' 5-2 triumph over Lyn Football Club earlier today. The Super Falcon striker joined the Oslo-based outfit from Nigerian side FC Robo in December of 2018 and went on to play 22 matches and scored 5 goals in her debut season in Norway. Before the league started, the 20-year-old featured in all her side's 3 pre-season friendlies, a 0-0 draw with Clip before a 2-3 loss to Sandviken and then a 2-2 draw with Anna Bojana, in which she scored. And that'll be all on the national news for this evening. But before I go, let me bring you a recap of the stories we brought you earlier. In the news, we told you Nigeria records 454 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the total infection rise to 27,564. And wife of Benue State Governor and son test positive for COVID-19. And from Oyo State here, Governor Makinde commissions upgraded Agbami Isolation Center, assures health workers of better working condition. And from Lagos State, 5 dead as boat capsizes in Lagos. In the world of sport, we brought you the news that Nigerian striker Rasheedat Ajibade makes scoring Norwegian top Syrian start for Aval Dennis. The news was produced and edited by Prosper Abolade Shoumi and delivered by Olatunde Ido. The Yoruba version of the national news comes up immediately. Many thanks for listening. On behalf of the entire transmission team, we say good evening.
Yes Media Academy Radio.